The primary voice cast for Bloodlines 2 has been released. Let's start with the two versions of Fire.
None of you will survive.
I am beyond any power in Seattle.
The female version is played by Hera Yanis, and the male version is played by Tommy Sim-An. Both have been in the biz for 20 years or so, and as will be a common theme, they are British, which is no surprise as the Chinese room is based out of Bristol, England. As for our two main leads, they've both played quite a range of characters on British TV, a heap of stage credits, and video games. They do quite a range of accents and styles, and for Bloodlines 2, it seems like their direction was to really play up an accent and try to sound as exotic as possible. Hopefully that doesn't stifle the actor's ability to convey emotions. Both, coincidentally, were in Baldur's Gate 3. Sim-An was Orpheus, and among others, Yanis was Casavora Dofir. And big shocker, a Baldur's Gate 3 credit goes to many of these actors, and quite a few of them share a credit with various Doctor Who audio recordings. Another well-established actor, Ronan Summers, plays Fabian.
Busy night. Cops, ghouls, detectives, mysterious flying strangers. All we need now is a full-on musical number.
And they have a BAFTA winner in the likes of Jane Perry.
Quite extraordinary, the number of sins you can blame on mental health these days, but still. The kindred responsible will be held to account. You can be sure of that.
We get to hear, at least with most of these folks, new lines that we haven't heard before in their previous little clips. And for an interesting little bit of trivia, once they get to the Isabella Moore character, played by Joan Iola, by the way, she normally has Iyiola as her last name spelling.
Like a heady perfume. Oud, rose, and bergamot.
This is notable because of oud and the bergamot. Oud is a fragrance derived from an evergreen native to Southeast Asia and North India, the Achilleria tree. What makes this special is when those trees are damaged, say an insect boring into them or some other natural damage, and then a fungus infects the tree produces a resin to try to heal itself. It's this resin-fungus combination that ultimately creates the oud. O-U-D, by the way. The resin itself is called agarwood. And here's the kicker. It can take up to 25 years to produce, and only about 3 to 10% of Achilleria trees that are infected actually do produce this agarwood that will result in oud. And no surprise that many species of Achilleria are considered endangered, and a whole lot of that has to do with overharvesting, as you can't really tell whether there's going to be oud in that sucker until you cut the whole tree down and see if you've got any of the oud that you can break apart or grind into a powder. This stuff is expensive. A lot of the perfumes made with it today cost upwards of $300 to $400. Oud has been a known substance and used in various rituals, spiritual ceremonies, etc. for thousands of years. So it is fitting that it might be associated with our character. And even though oud is a very long-lasting fragrance, which smells of a earthy, damp, woody, musky smell, and pairs with a lot of other fragrances and accents them, like bergamot. Now, that bergamot part, that is a citrus fruit, actually an orange. It's got some floral notes to it, as well as being a bit spicy and earthy, which lets it pair with oud rather well. I like that the devs did a little bit of research and added some interesting details for our character. And as I said, most of these performances are really good. The only one that I don't particularly like is Amanda Huddleston as the Bed of Night.
I just love when you turn me on, Seattle, and you know just how to do it, so I won't keep you waiting any longer.
I just think she's trying too hard to be the Deb of Night, as portrayed by Chris Campbell in Bloodlines 1.
Hello, L.A. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've slipped into something comfortable. I know I have. If you're new to town or just new to this whole radio thing, you're listening to The Deb of Night.
Next up, you'll notice up in the upper right corner, there is a symbol. That is the clan symbol for the individual being featured. The one new symbol that we hadn't seen up to this point was that of La Sombra. And on a final note, our good friend Neo-Noir rears its colorful head once more. We see it in all those scenes where there's an oversaturated color such as red or green and gold, those blues, and even scenes with, say, Isabella Moore where everything is this brownish tint. Gotta say it again, I'm not a fan of it in movies or games. Still, it might not be as bad as our main character calling themselves Fire. Up next on the video schedule, La Sombra. This will be interesting because I don't know very much about this clan. So what do you folks think? Anybody you particularly like or don't like? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, if you like this content, why not give us a like and subscribe? Thanks for watching.